I've never been so drunk in a club that I confessed to someone.
Put it back.
Something told me I shouldn't be losing this person. Like this one is too special.
My mom who's a really devoted Catholic, she would be waking up early to cook sahur for me. This is Haffiz. He's 28 this year, and basically he's like a pakcik in a 28-year-old body.
This is Ina. She's 26 this year, and she's aspiring Malay cook. For me.
When people ask me about how we met, I just tell them, we met in a record shop. But actually, we met on this wonderful platform called Tinder, where you swipe right, swipe left. Yeah, so the funny thing is, I don't even remember swiping on this guy. So when I saw there's this match, then I saw okay, this Malay dude in this random photo with mask riders. So I was like, okay, I don't remember. But okay, he's cute. So he said hi, and then he asked me, do you know Childish Gambino's Redbone song, which actually just came out then? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I love Childish Gambino. And then he said, I actually want to collect it on vinyl. And I was like, wait, you collect vinyl records? Then he said, yeah. And it's like, oh shit, bro, me too. So I think after that, that's when it escalated. So everything felt really like a breeze.
I remember one night, just me and my group mates, the company line, we were just sitting in circle, basically sitting on top of buckets, and then we were playing the same thing, swiping. All of us, about 9 people, just swiping together, And then it's like, oh okay, yeah, I got a match finally. I rarely get matches on the app. At that moment, the day that we met, we were supposed to actually meet maybe a week after the weekend. It was a plan, I'm gonna have my weekend, I'm gonna have a weekend date, a proper date, but just couldn't wait, So someone from the company line said, hey, okay, we're gonna get nights out today. Oh, okay. And then I texted her straight away, hey, I'm having nights out. Do you wanna meet in person, soon, now, tonight? And she's like, are you sure? Are you serious? Really? And then, but
I was busy. Tell them.
She was busy. She dropped everything and she said, okay, I'm gonna leave the lab and I'm gonna meet you at where am I gonna meet you? Changi Village. Changi Village was near for me, and apparently it was close to her enough as well. She kept over, and we met there for the first time in person, earlier than we expected to.
Because when I saw him from a distance, because I kept over, I ran because I was quite late already. So I ran and I was like, oh shit, where's this guy? So I don't even know who I was looking for, but I was just running frantically, okay, who am I supposed to meet? And then I saw this guy and from a distance, and he was smiling at me, and I was like, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. And yeah, I kind of from there on, when we talked, we just said hi. There wasn't any awkward silence or anything. It just felt like this. You're just meeting a friend and hey,
It was
that kind of stuff.
So natural, I guess. I was in camp, and then she was obviously done with projects and done with school, partying already.
That was graduation. We went clubbing.
Right, and it's like, okay, yes, go have fun. I'm an open-minded guy. But at that night she texted me suddenly in the middle of the night. I was falling asleep. She's like, I love it wasn't you, but it was you, because she was drunk. So she texted me a half
us I love you
lah. I love you. It wasn't half us lah. I know you. I guess it meant something to you that you did some sort of confession, and to me that was like, oh, that's cute. I was like, she's definitely not in the right mind, but at the same time, when they say drunk people are the most honest people on earth, right? So I guess, but the next morning, don't expect her to feel the same way she did last night lah. Because I was, I was definitely feeling it. But because I've never been so drunk in a club that I confessed to someone. And then do you remember what happened last night? And it's like, what happened? Oh, frick. Did I say something?
Put it back. No. I mean, NS, right? You're also at the top of your manhood. You are literally like doing whatever you want to do, and you're getting money. So you go clubbing and stuff also. And there was one point where he went clubbing with his friends, and you know he got a bit touchy and all with another girl. And it just so happened that my schoolmate was there as well, and she saw it, and you know, like she told me immediately, and then I was like, oh, this guy, time to go away, abort. So I think that kind of like tarnished the whole trust thing. Because for me, I've always been about trust. Like if you break it, it's very hard to get it back. So wanted to call it off lah. Like I didn't text him. I literally ghosted him for a few days, blocked him, told my friends not to. Like if he ever looks for me, just tell him you don't know where I am.
You know, that's that sort of guilt you feel, you know, when you let someone down and you can really feel it without even, you know, facing the person in person. You feel it like almost immediately the next morning or something, that kind of thing. You know when she's blocking you out of your life, and that was to me like, I guess that in that moment it was definitely like a slap in my own face lah. Like slap my own face and like, do you want to lose this person? You know, and then even though it was only 6 months in, you know, at that point, something told me like, you know, I shouldn't be losing this person. Like this one is too special, for some reason, and yeah, it woke me up. Like I didn't like that lifestyle anymore. Like I didn't enjoy any of that shit anymore.
You gotta admit, like ever since then, he's been a good boy. Yeah, I mean, I did see the change lah. Like he really changed for me in a good way, of course lah. He didn't really stop looking for me also. So I think after a while, I myself saw that. Yeah, I think I'm being too hard on him. You know, I didn't even let him explain after that whole incident. You know. My parents met him on our first actual outing, because we came home damn late, like past my curfew, and my dad happened to be in the country at that time. So I was like, oh shit, I'm late, and he knows that I was with a guy. So you know, in my culture, you have to do something. You cannot just let me go home, and he will question like, why this guy so pathetic? He didn't even send you home. So I told him that like, okay, this is the situation, but you don't have to abide, but you can do so. Then he's like, yeah, sure. I'll meet your whole family. I'll send you and apologize to them. And for me, that was like such a big move, because no guy ever did that. Like every guy would just be like, I send you downstairs, go up the lift. My job here is done. So yeah, he was actually the first guy that my dad met, because my dad is not really with me. Yeah, he's not always in town. So I think for me that was a big thing, because my dad never experienced that, and I think my dad really like enjoyed that opportunity to kind of question him. And yeah, my dad saw his cigarette packet, and my dad was like, tell this guy I don't want my daughter to date someone who smokes, okay? Yeah. So
sure.
my dad told me that.
I still smoke during that period.
Yeah. So
I'm the kind of guy, if you present me with an opportunity to, you know, be closer to your family, to yourself, I'll grab it, you know. I think one day I brought it up to my parents that I was going out with a girl, and she's not a Malay race, and she's like, oh, okay. No, nothing negative, nothing huge and all that. Like, okay, like, how is she like and all that kind of stuff. And I tell her everything. She's Filipino, she's Catholic, she's very nice, you know. She's someone that I can see myself, you know, like it just blended so easily. And my parents, my mom, my late mom could tell in that moment straight away that, okay, this guy is serious about this, you know. I told them that, you know, it's okay. I just met this person. Let's see how he goes first and all that kind of stuff. You know? They let me. Thankfully, for me, they let me be who I am. You know, just let it set sail and let us, you know, be ourselves. Records mean a lot to us because we've been collecting on our own for a long time, for a really long time. And it's partly of the reason why we met. The thing about records is, if it's out there and I can get it, I'll get it. So for her, anything that I can get it for her, I would want to get it for her. And this one especially because it's for it's a rarity, right? She told me specifically, whoever can get this album for me, I'll marry the person. So this one is Ray Valera. She's a Filipino artist very popular in the 80s and 70s. Most notable in 70s, right? So there is a track in this album. It's called Kahit Maputi na Ang Buhok Ko.
Wow, speak Tagalog. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually her favorite song from this guy. Interesting enough, my dad has this track on tape.
Kahit maputi na ang buhok ko means like, even though my hair becomes white. So it's basically the whole song is about like this person telling like, I will still love you even though our hair turns white, like even though we're old and gray, that kind of stuff. So it's very cheesy, but like how old songs are. And
Yeah.
ever since then, my grandma used to play this as well. So
It's old and grey song.
So it's like, you have your dad has it. It's amazing, and then then first thing as usual, he would buy it, and it's very hard. Pinoy records are very hard to find, so he really went all out just to buy this, and it's very expensive also. So, So for me, I think
It's worth it.
Pagdating ng araw, ang iyong buhok.
Like dating apps in general, it can do dangers as well. But for you just have to be really mindful, like what you share as well, and you have to also do the work. Like not all guys are going to keep messaging you there. Like sometimes, some guys who are decent enough also are there. Yeah.
Lay out all the possible obstacles that you might face together. That is definitely important. On top of everything that you would normally lay out in terms of going for the long run.
I think religion is the most difficult part of our relationship, cause it kind of tested us both ways as well, like family-wise and then ourselves. I'm lucky enough that in terms of religion, it's always been my choice. I never really heard him tell me that, oh, you have to convert for me. Because we're gonna end up together, you have to convert for me. I've never heard those words from him, which I feel that gave me that opportunity to explore and actually have the decision all to myself. And I did a lot of things to get to where I am right now and to be at peace with it as well. He was very supportive. And his family was also supportive. My family was also supportive. Yeah, even to the extent that my mom who's a really devoted Catholic, she would be waking up early to cook sahur for me, that kind of thing. So that gave me that opportunity to actually what if actually this is what I'm supposed to be, or is it a test? But why is everything going so smoothly? That just brought me closer to my faith, and I kind of thank him for that as well.